The eagerly awaited summit between South Korean President Yoon-Suk-yeol and his American counterpart Joe Biden is upon us, less than 2 weeks after Yoon took office. And there are so many talking points here. The summit itself will take place this Saturday, a day after the arrival of Biden, who's making his first visit to Korea since taking office, before then moving on to Japan. A big global focus is on whether North Korea will launch a major provocation while Biden's here. If that does happen, we've been told the two leaders will immediately take command of the two countries' combined forces. South Korea's National Intelligence Service yesterday stated that the North is ready to conduct its first nuclear test since 2017, but is considering the timing, while at the same time showing signs of preparing for a missile test, despite its ongoing effort to contain COVID-19. We also heard yesterday that the US military had deployed a spy plane to monitor the North Korean missile launch window. Reports had suggested an intercontinental ballistic missile test might be imminent, and US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan's reiterated that based on American intelligence and analysis, there is a genuine possibility, a real risk of some kind of provocation, including a nuclear test, while Biden's in this region. It follows then that North Korea will be an important topic during the summit. In fact, strengthening a reliable and effective extended deterrence in the face of North Korean threats will be the first thing that will be addressed during the summit, according to a senior official with the National Security Office here. In this context, extended deterrence refers to the US deployment of both conventional and nuclear assets to defend an ally. It seems certain that Yoon will be less concerned about upsetting North Korea than his predecessor Moon Jae-in, and indeed he views this summit as a chance to normalize the alliance after the alleged weakening of the military partnership under Moon. But both sides are also still offering peaceful ways forward. That's something Yoon addressed in his inauguration speech, while Jake Sullivan has also insisted the US is committed to engaging with North Korea in serious dialogue and is willing to take action for action with the North toward the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. That's actually very interesting, rare even, for a ranking US official to confirm Washington's willingness to reciprocate in that way. We should add that North Korea is far from the only topic up for discussion. Economic and trade cooperation is a vital theme too, and one that could also have security consequences, with South Korea apparently keen to establish a wider alliance. Yoon is expected to announce South Korea's participation in an initiative proposed by Biden to ensure secure supply chains, the Indo-Pacific-Economic-Framework. But by potentially excluding China from those global supply chains, the framework could be setting participants on a collision course with Beijing. So this weekend might also mark the end of Seoul's strategic ambiguity between US and Chinese interests. Speaking of US interests, Biden's visit to Samsung Electronics' Pyeongtaek chip complex on day one is a clear indication of how vital products like chips can fuel a new era of cooperation with America.